What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more Cyndi Lauper as it enters like the 15th straight hour of heavy rain outside. In any case, we're going back to Hatful of Stars, 1993, and the next tune is Feels Like Christmas, which is interesting. My first thought is that if it feels like Christmas, that means we're not talking the actual holiday, the actual season. It might be a different part of year, it might be a different context, not even so much a holiday per se, but maybe some experience feels like Christmas because you get very excited and it feels like, you know, there's a very happy moment when everyone comes together, whether it's actually about gift giving or so on. But then it did make me wonder, like, you know, there's songs like It's Beginning to Look a Lot Like Christmas. So you might say, it feels like Christmas as some of the early or the first signs of the season begin to spring up, either in terms of decorations or whatever. So I feel like it could actually relate to the season, but my inclination is to think that it will be metaphorical, or rather a simile, in terms of some experience, some process, or some situation will feel like the elation, the excitement, and the joy that comes with a holiday that many people associate with those types of emotions. So ultimately, I'm not quite sure what to expect, but like I said, my inclination is to think that it won't actually have to do with Christmas. Let's find out. This is Cyndi Lauper. The tune is Feels Like Christmas, and it's from the 1993 album Hatful of Stars. That's only coming out of the left speaker, I have to point out. Sounds Celtic, maybe? Maybe like Cajun? Yeah, it's like a riverboat song or something. But was it A Night to Remember where she started and ended with an oldie-timey... other person's presence. Accordion in there, yeah? Who's on the hats? Or the keys?
Every time
male voice then? Hey. I do love the hip-hop kick beat. We're going back up. We're fading out. No. Some nasty instrumentation on that one. The accordion, the guitar, the keys, all sounding good. That was cool. Again, it makes me wonder, you know, why that was chosen as the simile. I enjoy it, and you know, as a kid who grew up in a family that celebrated Christmas, and as you know, my birthday is 1 week away from Christmas, so the whole month of December was always a very exciting time for me. So I certainly know what she means when she says that. But like I said, it seems like it's framed around the presence of another guy, which as soon as I said that, it's like presents, you know, Christmas. But yeah, that another person being in their life, it's, you know, it's just such a joy, and it makes every day exciting to wake up to, and you know, that you can't wait to experience the emotions that you have because of this other person, which, you know, it's like this holiday that, at least for a lot of kids, is seen as, you know, a really joyous time. So I totally get the metaphor, but it's interesting, or the simile, but like I said, it's interesting to have chosen that as the way to frame the song. I love sonically the way it made me think of Celtic music immediately out of the gate, and then a moment later it was like, well, you know, that could be, you know, one of the flavors that, you know, goes into what we consider like Cajun music and so on. And then it was like, oh, like not only does it sound like a, you know, Bayou or like, you know, New Orleans American style type of tune, it like really did sound like a riverboat track. So I don't know if that was like the intended sonic flavoring, but then it also had that hip-hop R&B feel, which this album overall has definitely had compared to the previous albums, which had a bit more of a dancey type of synth pop feel. So you know, with some ballads and, you know, tunes that are a bit outside that framework, but ultimately I've noticed that shift toward a more again, like early 90s R&B hip-hop type of sound, and the percussion in this one definitely had that. So I like the way the different flavors, at least as they hit my brain, were woven together, the different sonic threads of this one. So yeah, another cool tune. I'm looking forward to the rest of the album. I'm enjoying hearing not only another album that sounds like maybe it didn't get quite the attention it deserved, because it seems like some people were saying that maybe it wasn't quite seen as much of a letdown or whatever as A Night to Remember is, which is still crazy to me because I think it's a fantastic album. But that, I think the line that someone said, what stuck in my mind, is that not many people paid attention to this album. It was like, well, okay, you know, Cyndi, you know, maybe she's past her heyday, and you know, it's cool she's still making music, but it didn't really get the attention it deserved. Even a few tracks in, I already feel like that's the case. So it's cool to hear her evolution as we go through this record. Let me know what you think. I'll see you next time. Peace.